Hey guys, it's Mari. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Kelly Barron and I have a challenge up this week for Scrap the Challenge, and our challenge is to do a masculine layout. So I'm starting off here with this Tim Holtz stencil that has the X pattern on it, or the cross pattern, and I'm going to just take some Distress Oxide ink in Faded Jeans, and I'm going to take the little blending tool and I'm going to just apply some of this ink in that through that stencil. And I'm just going to use this white cardstock as my base. This is some American Crafts textured cardstock in the 12 by 12 size. And you can just see there I'm just quickly cleaning up the ink off of my stencil. And now I'm going to use that same stencil and some Ranger texture paste and just my palette knife. So I'm going to have that X pattern with the ink and with the texture paste there, just to add a little bit of interest to the background of my layout before I start to place my photograph down. Now I just took one of the cut aparts from the cut apart sheet in the 12 by 12 pad of the Twilight collection from One Canoe 2, and I'm going to use that as the main part of my photo mat. I'm going to take a few other little die cuts from the Twilight collection and start to build the layers for this photo mat here. So I'm using just the Twilight collection for this layout. And all of the little die cut pieces that you can see that I'm using here are from the ephemera pack from Twilight. And I'm going to use a couple of the papers from the 12 by 12 paper pad as well, just to put some detail along the side. I love the colors in this collection, and in my opinion, they are perfect for a masculine layout or any kind of layout really, but I really like these colors for a masculine layout for sure. They're just kind of, there's some plaids as you can see, some interesting patterns, and I love the blue and the orange colors together. It's a great color combination. I just really wanted to use this for this layout here and for the photograph that I'm scrapping of Jordan. So I've printed my photograph in black and white, and it's a 3 by 3 square photo. I'm going to just mat it in a piece of this navy paper that was in the 6 by 6 pad, and it also had the X pattern on it as well. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of extra definition to the photograph with that mat. And now you can just see I'm just putting it back in that place there just to kind of continue to figure out what else I want on this layout. So there are so many really cool little bits and pieces to this Twilight collection. It's definitely one of my favorites from the most recent Creativation. And there's these really gorgeous rub-ons that I decide to use as well that also have that little X pattern. Now what I did with the photograph here in this photo mat layer is I just used a little bit of craft foam behind that cut apart, that it's a little bit bigger than 4 by 3, but that cut apart sheet behind the photograph. I just put some craft foam on that just to give it some dimension. And I am just starting to adhere those different layers together now to commit to where I want to put them. I'm going to just take this little rub-on from that rub-on sheet. I'm going to cut the piece off that I want that has those X's on it again, and I'm going to just take the popsicle stick that comes with those rub-ons and rub that right onto the area below that cut apart, just to add a little bit of gold detail below there in that area. So there's just kind of like some gold foiling detail throughout the layout, including that die cut bless piece that I'm going to be putting on here. And then the text that's on that peach, which says "You're a peach," is also in the gold foiling. So I like how that looks. Just some little pops of gold here and there on the layout. I love that. I love gold, guys. If you've been following me for a while, you definitely know that already. I am a fan of gold. It doesn't photograph well, but for the most part, these layouts obviously are meant to be enjoyed by my family in albums. So they're seeing them with their eyes and not looking at them in a photograph. So that's what's most important to me. And I just really, really love the gold. I'm just using a little bit of foam adhesive here to pop up the top of the word blessed, because that photo layer is quite dimensional and I want to kind of lay this over top of the bottom part of it anyways over top of the photo. So you'll see what I mean here in a second. I'm going to put that down, and I just wanted to make sure that the top of the word blessed was going to be popped up so that it just kind of lays flat and even with that photo mat layer. So you're going to see me just add a little bit of the washi tape from the collection as well in the orange color, which I liked. And I wanted to bring that orange color over to the side of the layout as well, where I have the patterned paper. So I'm going to add a couple of strips of the thinner washi tape from the collection. The package of washi tape I think comes with 5 or 6 different rolls of washi, and they are really awesome. I love them. So yeah, I think that's just really cool. Sorry guys, thought I had my phone shut off. So I'm just going to add that, and I also am going to add a little cluster to the top of the layout as well. So you'll see me doing that once I have this second line of the washi tape on here as well. So I'm liking how this is coming together. Now this photograph of Jordan I took I think about a year ago here, and I am going to put some hidden journaling on this layout on a tag that's going to go up at the top of the layout, so you can watch for that as the layout develops here. But I'm just doing some journaling here, just you know, writing a little message to him about where things are at this point. And I just talk about how, you know, I created this layout a year after the photo was taken and what's changed in the year and how proud we are of him and how well he's doing. And he's been through quite a bit in this last little while, and he is powering through, and he is a champ, and he is an amazing young man. Like, I can't even tell you how awesome this kid is. He's just a really sweet kid. He's so good to his family, which is, you know, that just has my heart right there. But he's smart, and he's just got so many talents. So anyway, we just are really crazy about him, and we miss him a lot, right? Because he does live quite a ways away from us. So we're going to be heading out to see him right away, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I did see him in February, but anxious to see him again here at Easter time. So we're going to go for a little visit and spoil him a little bit while we're there, which is good. That's what parents are supposed to do, right? And so we are definitely excited for that. And you can see that I'm just adding one of those wooden buttons up to the top there. I don't want to add too much dimension. I thought about adding another one of those wooden buttons down onto the photo mat, but it's already pretty dimensional there. So I am going to add one up to that top corner because there's no dimension there in that spot yet. And now you can see that I'm just taking some of the cardstock stickers from that cardstock sticker sheet, and I'm going to add some more of those little X's there. One in gold and one in kind of that blue color, and then one in the orange color. And then what I'm going to do is add some sewing to this, and I'll add a line of gold sewing over to the side and then through those little X's, and I'll show you that here in a bit. Now I'm going to take that distress ink again, and I'm going to just do a little bit of stamping, and that is using the stamp that is also part of the Twilight collection, and I love that. You can see I've just created a little pocket on the back of the layout to put that little tag in there that I just created. So I just cut that tag myself using a piece of the 6x6 paper. It's not cut perfectly even, but it's good enough. And now I'm just taking some Heidi Swapp Color Shine splatters and adding those on. Guys, I love creating masculine layouts. You know, there's not a lot of florals or, you know, maybe what we might call traditional feminine colors. I love the colors of this collection specifically, especially for a masculine layout. I think it looks really great. And you can see the sewing there. I just showed you, or I'm going to show you right now that I've added to the layout. Make sure you check out Kelly's layout as well and her process if you haven't already. I am going to leave a link in the description box below to Kelly's channel, and you can hop on over there and see what she did for her masculine layout as well. Thanks so much, guys. Kelly and I really appreciate it when you stop by and check out our challenges, and we would love to have a comment from you and find out if you are going to do a masculine layout yourself this week. So thanks so much, guys, and thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.